Iggy Azalea and Playboi Carti. Not really the first couple that comes to mind when you think of the most toxic relationships in hip-hop, considering they weren't as notorious or publicized as other couples, and didn't really last long in the spotlight or have a lasting relationship overall. But that don't mean they didn't have some crazy moments that were shared to the world, otherwise they wouldn't be on this list in the first place.
Play the PlayStation with Lil Uzi?
Carti and Iggy first met one another back in September 2018 when the two first crossed paths while Carti was on tour overseas, first being seen together on a date where Carti would infamously give Iggy some flowers, and would spark speculations that the two were in a very serious relationship where they would be seen out in public numerous times on random occasions. Now initially, a lot of people really questioned how serious this relationship really was between the two, considering the 7-year age gap they had, and obviously the different backgrounds and demographics that they came from, where Iggy Azalea was a pop sensation that was pushed to the forefront of hip-hop at the height of her career, with chart-topping singles and major cosigns from some of the biggest people in the music industry. And even though she first proclaimed herself as a rapper, her music generally catered to a more broader audience with a more mainstream approach to her sound, while Carti was the complete opposite. His music at the time and even now was very niche, not necessarily making songs to top the Billboard charts. He had more of an organic rise to his stardom by building his own fan base on SoundCloud, to whereas Iggy's popularity seemingly went from 0 to 100 with her dropping the smash hit song Fancy. But Carti's aura and presence surrounding his popularity in the music genre has always been viewed as him being innovative or influential, pushing the next generation forward with a different style approach, while Iggy was pegged as a culture vulture opportunist who only benefited from rap when it was convenient for her career, and not really being likable to fans as Carti was. But despite the major differences that the two artists had, the genuine love between them seemed to click, and by December 2018, not only they would move in together, but Iggy would also buy Carti a Lamborghini for Christmas, shutting down any rumors that this was an industry fake relationship or she was looking for any monetary gain for her music. And Carti would reveal in his 2019 Fader interview how serious their relationship was. Once I started talking to her, I just cut off everybody. It was over with. And he would basically confirm that their relationship was strictly personal, never music related. By June 2019, the couple would spark rumors that the two were engaged when Iggy was seen at an airport with a massive diamond emerald centerpiece, but has never officially been confirmed or denied whether the rumors were true. And at this point, we probably already know the answer to that. But fast forward about a year and a half later, around April 2020, where rumors were sparked that Carti and Iggy would welcome their first child, which would put the internet in a frenzy and came as a total shock to a lot of people, considering how private they've been from the spotlight. And not till June, she would officially confirm the rumors on her Instagram story. But when it seemed like Father Time called for Carti to settle down with his new family and live happily ever after, the Playboy side of Carti began to show, and Iggy was in for a rude awakening, where she would reveal that she was raising her son alone, and claimed that the two had broken up for the way he was treating her, while following up with an Instagram post with just her and Onyx, implying that she was a single mom raising him by herself. But a couple days later, she would quickly retract and backpedal her statement, saying that Carti is in fact in his son's life, and accused the fans of jumping into conclusions, despite her literally saying that she was raising her son alone. But things wouldn't really rile up between the two until the infamous Whole Lotta Red album party on Christmas, and Iggy would expose what type of father that Carti really was to his one and only child at the time. And man, this was a bad look for Carti, especially with all the criticism he was receiving for his album that night too. But she would first go on a Twitter tirade accusing Carti of cheating on her the whole time while she was pregnant with their child, where coincidentally the girl he cheated on her with was also at that album party, which was the reason why Iggy was exposing Carti on Twitter in the first place. Not only that, but it was also the reason why Carti didn't want Iggy or his son to attend to the party either, and claimed that Carti cared more about this album rollout than taking care of his own family. She will also reveal that she gave birth to their son alone, all by herself due to the COVID mandate only allowing one guest to be with her in the hospital, and he didn't even sign and put his name on a birth certificate due to his own refusal.
Come sign your son's birth certificate, please. I've asked you so many times, your firstborn son. Could you please come and sign your son's birth certificate? Who misses their first son being born? It's COVID. He's the only person you can only pick one person during COVID when you're having a baby to be on your approved list. Of course, I picked my son's father to come and be there, but he was busy apparently. kept my pregnancy hidden the whole time. I never wanted to keep my pregnancy hidden the whole time. I thought once I started showing that I would be able to announce it and be happy, but this man kept saying that he was dropping an album and that he didn't want my baby announcement to interfere with his album and whatnot. And I was trying to be supportive and was cool and went along with this like an idiot and missed out on a lot of shit. Begs me, please, please, I need to see my son on Christmas. Okay, you know what? I don't want to be here alone on Christmas either. I want to be together as a family too, because things had been going cool between him and I. I looked at the flights. There's no commercial flights though. I told him that before he got on the plane. Hey, there's no commercial flights. The only way that we're going to be able to get out there if you get on this plane right now is if you get a jet. I'm gonna get a jet. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry. We'll get a jet. No problem. No problem. I already know. I already knew that. Agent calls me. You're going to lose the pilot to the plane if you guys don't book in the next half an hour. He has another route that they want him to fly on Christmas Eve instead. Call Jordan. Yo, we're going to lose the plane. We won't be able to see you at all on Christmas. This is what this motherfucker tells me. I'll be there in spirit.
Following the exposing crisis on Carti's name for being a bad father, he would quickly go pick up and visit his son the next day to make things right for the internet, where he would infamously post a selfie of the two on Twitter after spending some time with him while in the studio.
The only thing that he cares about is what the world thinks of him because he's a fucking narcissist.